I'd like to have a job, abroad perhaps. I wonder how to start.
Would you like to work in tourism industry and have international working experience? If you have language skills and are flexible and motivated to adapt yourself to a new job and whole new cultural environment, you could challenge yourself and grab this exciting opportunity.
How can I get more information? Where and how to apply? How to find the employers?
You can start your search by visiting local unemployment office. If they have a EURES advisor working there, they can help you search job vacancies and give you detailed information on living and working abroad. EURES is the European Job Mobility Portal. Check their website for more information. You can also upload your CV in English in EURES web pages for potential employers to find. Following social media is a very good way to stay up to date. LinkedIn is highly recommended, as well as professional groups in Facebook.
In Finland. I have never been there.
Finland is a safe country with high living standards and efficient infrastructure. We live close to nature and breathe clean, unpolluted air. The tourism industry is developing faster than ever in Finland, and therefore there are a lot of opportunities to apply for. If you click yourself to Mood of Learning webpage, you will find more information about living and working in Finland.
What kind of jobs are there available and where? Are there possibilities to work all year around?
One of the biggest problems for employers in Finland is to find motivated and skilled professionals for seasonal work. There are vacancies available, especially for waiters and cooks. There is also need for guides and assistance for outdoor activities. Work within travel and tourism industry is mainly seasonal.
Can I apply a job in another EU country when being unemployed in my own country?
If you don't have a job and want to look for one in another EU country, it's possible to transfer your unemployment benefits for 3 months. Some rules and conditions apply, so contact your local employment service well in advance to find out whether it applies in your case. You will need a U2 certificate from the authorities of the country of departure. There are even some financial support for traveling expenses when attending job interview in another country. The local authorities are best experts to advise you, as there are some differences depending on where you live.
What kind of paperwork is necessary? What forms should I fill in?
Make sure you have a valid ID card or passport from your own country. Get an European health insurance card. It is issued by your national health insurance provider. A free card that gives you access to medically necessary state-provided healthcare during a temporary stay in EU countries under the same conditions and at the same cost than residents of that country. You need the portable document U2 certifying that you retain the right to unemployment benefit while looking for work in another country if you are unemployed in your own country. Check that your study and work certificates are up to date and take them with you. You may also want to translate them into English, Finnish or Swedish.
Do I need a permit of residence or for work?
As a citizen of an EU member state, you can stay and work freely in Finland for up to 3 months. You must always have a valid identity card or passport. If you stay in Finland for longer than 90 days, you need to register your right of residence in Finnish Immigration Center on internet. You need a personal identity code in order to open a bank account, to get a tax card, or to obtain a telephone subscription.
How do I pay the taxes?
Paying tax is everyone's responsibility in Finland. The length of your stay defines how you are taxed. If you stay in Finland 6 months or less, you are considered a non-resident taxpayer. This means that you must pay tax at source on the income you receive from Finnish employers. The tax at source is usually 35%. You may also ask to be taxed progressively, whereby the tax is paid in the same way as for any stays longer than 6 months, and the same way as Finns are taxed. The tax office will issue a tax card, and the employer will withhold tax from the salary accordingly. Salaries and other payments are handled electronically in Finland, so you will need a bank account. For that, you need your passport or ID card, as well as your Finnish personal identification code.
Where could I live during my stay?
If you already have or have been offered a job when you move to Finland, you can ask your employer to help you find somewhere to live. You should check the availability of rental accommodation. It is advertised in newspapers and can also be found through estate agents or on the internet. You can also place an ad to property to rent wanted, classified in newspapers or on those services on internet. The level of rent in Helsinki is considerably higher than in the rest of Finland. Social media can be a good way to start as well.
What kind of skills are required?
Every employer has their own requirements, but all expect you to speak and understand English. In tourism-related vacancies, other language skills are also a great advantage. It always helps if you know some Finnish and are willing to learn more. Any previous experience and studies on this field are appreciated, as well as the right kind of attitude.
Can I trust that the working agreement is reliable and I will not be cheated?
In Finland, employees' rights are determined according to labor legislation and collective agreements, työehtosopimus. These specify, for example, minimum wages, working hours, holidays, sick pay, and the condition of terminating a contract of employment.
What is the salary?
Collective agreements for the restaurant, hotel, and leisure industry are universally applicable, which means that the employers are legally required to apply at least the minimum terms and conditions to all its employees. There are also supplements which is good to consider as part of the salary. All this information you can find in collective agreement on internet. Finland has been selected several times as the happiest country in the world. Welcome to Finland to start your own story of happiness.